Mi gente, I got a thought on my mind. I want to talk about it. Headaches, body aches, high blood pressure. Right now, as we speak, this is the year of Solar Cycle 25. And it is definitely an energy that's going on today that is maximizing a lot of your internal illnesses or maximizing certain feelings like migraines and headaches, maximizing the energies surrounding GPSs, navigations, anything to do with some form of connectivity. All right, so let me just get to it, because for a couple of months, a long while, I'm very much aware of when the moon and the sun cycles are happening, right? So I noticed that whenever someone is speaking about having an immense headache or not feeling well, how convenient the full moon is either near or it's here. And because I know about this, I'm always telling my friends, like, well, full moon is coming. Full moon is coming, right? So because I'm intuitive in this nature and I'm aware and I've been paying attention, I just want to remind you guys of something, because this is not something that is spoken of enough, and it needs to be spoken of. So if you're aware, which you need to become aware. When I say become aware, I'm talking about look up when the full moon is on a monthly basis. And 3 days before, 3 days afterwards, I'm gonna need you to start paying attention to the energy that's happening. You're feeling internally with headaches, body aches, the people that are around you, how intense they can get. Because the full moon, what it does is, whatever state you're in, it heightens whatever you have going on internally. That's why if someone is, like, for example, at a G building or some kind of like a psychological building, they usually say that on the night of the full moon, their personalities increase. You can go ahead and ask the police department how many calls they get that night, you know? And this is something that you need to be made aware. This is something you need to pay attention to. So when you're feeling a certain way, instead of allowing for your energy to be out of control, this is when you can consciously learn to control your energy. Learn to sit y'all's asses down and relax. Because that's what you're gonna do. Or that is what is needed for you to get past these moments. Learn to have a cup of tea instead of a full-blown cup of coffee. Learn how to get some rest when you're feeling sleepy. Learn how to go sit in a tub and relax in a nice tub full of water if you have a tub, instead of taking a shower. Learn how to go and meditate and learn to quiet the mind. So now I'm going to let you know right now, meditation is a necessity moving forward for you to be able to handle your body and accept what's going on internally moving forward. meditation is needed. Meditation puts you in a state where you're more controlled. And it's not you're controlled by medicine, others, emotions. You're controlled in regards to the stillness that it creates. And this doesn't happen overnight, my love. This takes time. So if I were you, I would get into meditation. Learn to practice that because it's a necessity. Learn to meditate. Learn to exercise. Exercise definitely is needed to allow your body for what it needs to be created internally so that you can let off steam, let off certain vibrations that are happening internally instead of it being so clogged. Meditation also works hand in hand with that. Now, you can continue working and doing and moving on in life however you choose to. But if you're not listening to people who are putting these things into action, like myself, because I'm the type of person, I'm going to put it to the test. Like, you're not just going to tell me something's happening and I'm just going to go. No, I need to figure it out, get the research behind it, find out for myself, and also put the work to test. Because if I'm going to speak about it, I'm going to speak about something that actually really works. I'm not just listening to people's YouTubes and then coming on and re-recording what they're saying. I'm actually putting these things to practice. This is how I was able to create Self-Love, Self-First, because I realized the imperative importance of what it is, what is required, one, and what it is to actually put it to the test. And does it really work? Does it really calm the body? Is it a necessity? And with this solar cycle that's coming, the energies are only going to increase. So good luck to you starting mid-year 2025, let's say like July, when the solar flares are at its highest point at this part of the year, I would say. And they're gonna increase. And I know you know that July and August, the sun flares. Not even just the flares, the rays from the sun are higher. So what do you think is gonna happen this year, June, July, and August? Get prepared, guys. I'm giving you the answers to the test. I'm letting you know what it is. I know the things that I'm saying seem very simple, but if I did it and I know it works and I had an opportunity to gradually practice these things and really find out, is it true? For example, whenever I would get a headache, you know what I would do? Instead of popping a pill like an Advil or Tylenol or whatever, I am not trying to advertise them. I am not looking for any kind of feedback on this either. What I am just trying to do is say, instead of popping a headache medicine, I opted out and I went and I took my time and meditated and was able to quiet my mind so that my brain wouldn't, the energy that's in my brain could relax. And kid you not, I definitely was able to master it to the point where instead of pills, I meditate and my headaches go away. Now, have I had moments where they were a lot stronger and the headache was still continuous a little bit after meditation? Yes, absolutely. So then what I did was I went into natural healing. And there's a combination of two items that you can put together that helps out, you know? I'll let you do the research to figure that out. but I can definitely say one would be an oil and two would be something else that's placed inside the oil so that you can rub on your temples or your forehead to be able to allow an instant relief on a headache. It does work. All right, so let's just move forward. Solar cycle 25, it's going to be amazing. You're going to see the sky looking beautiful. There's going to be flares, there's going to be clouds, there's going to be rainbows. I don't know if have you seen any rainbows yet, but there have been rainbows looking like they're coming out of the ocean. It's kind of strange, weird, and beautiful and phenomenal all at the same time. And I caught one. I was on the highway driving and I saw a beautiful rainbow. Like in my world, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, growing up, I thought rainbows were fake. I didn't know. But I tell you one thing, the more I started to meditate, the more I saw rainbows. I've been seeing rainbows that I feel like they're following me. And I know it's not just me. It's there for everyone to see. So what I'm trying to say is you align your body correctly and you will be able to enjoy life for what the phenomenalness of this world that it is. A lot of people right now are very stressed out, and you're stressed because maybe possibly things are not going how you expected it to go, but you're gonna have to leave that alone. You're gonna have to leave that alone because there's a higher power that's calling for a lot of us to put ourselves, change our perspective for one, and place ourselves in positions to be able to enjoy this world versus be stressed out in it. And I command that you go ahead and start doing some things to change your life. You understand? Create happiness in your world. It's a lot simpler than what we make it. It's not as complicated as you think it is. And it all starts with letting go. Change your perspective. Practicing certain things on a daily basis that are a lot healthier. It costs no money. It costs no money. It just costs you time. It costs you patience. It costs you consistency. It costs you discipline. And then you reap the rewards afterwards. It's amazing. And you know what's funny? A couple years ago, one of my affirmations and one of my desires was to say, it's amazing. And I have said it's amazing on more than one occasion because I asked for that. I asked for that kind of lifestyle. And it is amazing to be able to talk in this manner. So therefore, I share my wisdom with you because I learned that self-love, self-first is definitely important. I need you to join me. Change your life so you can see the same rainbows that I'm seeing. It was too surreal to see this rainbow come out of the ocean. And I was driving and I swear I wanted to take some photos, but I'm driving and I couldn't. But let me tell you something. About 2 weeks later, I had someone who told me that they saw a rainbow. And it just solidified what I saw. And I knew I wasn't bugging. You know, I do wear my shades, but sometimes I wear clear glasses and sometimes I don't wear anything at all. And that day I had clear glasses on. I had no shades. And I was in a maze. Like all I wanted to do was stop and stare at a simple thing as a real rainbow coming out of the water. It was huge, guys. It was huge. It was huge. You know, so it was phenomenal. And I think it has a lot to do with the changes on this earth. Scientifically, you know, spiritually, there's a lot of changes that are going on, and all of that intertwines. You understand? Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Scientifically and spirituality definitely goes hand in hand. And that alone on its own is amazing. So, again, pay attention to how your body is feeling. There's a full moon that's coming up, okay? 3 days before, pay attention coming up, full moon, and either 10, 11, or 15, one of those days. I don't know the day off the top of my head, but be a part of the world where you live in, where you understand what's going to happen before it happens, so that you can understand how to operate, when to relax and when to go ahead and enjoy your day, when to not stress and see yourself for who you truly are. Remember, you are a part of this world. This world is a part of you. So if you understand this world, you will be able to better understand your body. And if you understand your body, you will be able to better understand the world. I kid you not. I kid you not. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys there. If you have any questions, please feel free to question or ask. I will try my best to answer any questions you guys have. And always remember to practice self-love.